Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This is the video for today's Do Now 93, and it has to do with yesterday's material, which was your arithmetic sequences and explicit formulas. So here we go. So number 1 says write a formula for the nth term of sequence B shown below. So first we want to see what the pattern is, and hopefully you could tell that these are pretty close to together, these numbers, and you just keep adding by 2, so we know it's arithmetic. And remember, in order to get any kind of sequence at all, you need a sub 1, and you need the difference. So a sub 1 will be your first term, so that's going to be 10. Remember, this a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, and so on. And your difference is going to be that 2. So we have our formula, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We plug in what we need. A sub 1 is 10. And we know our d is 2. And then we're going to distribute. So 10 plus n times 2 is 2n. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. And then always simplify. I'm going to check here first. Yeah, everything's simplest form. And you combine those like terms, 2n plus 8, or 8 plus 2n, and that is your answer. Remember, arithmetic explicit just means that it's all general. So you have a sub n and n right there. And one thing I forgot to say, if you notice, this is a sub n, this is b sub n. So make sure you have a key. A sub n equals b sub n. Okay, number 2. So identify the sequence as arithmetic or geometric. Remember, arithmetic is your common difference. Geometric is your ratio. Arithmetic is when you add, and the geometric is when you multiply. So let's see, these numbers are pretty close together. So we're going to add, and what we're adding is 7. So it's going to be, oh, it does say explain. Okay, so arithmetic, because you keep adding the same number, which happens to be 7, and don't forget that word repeatedly. Okay, if you were to graph this, so that's really important that you know this. Hopefully, because of yesterday's lesson, I said it like a million times, and you definitely do understand it. If you graph arithmetic, arithmetic means linear. So you will get a linear function. Okay, explicit formula. Again, that just means a general formula for the sequence. So the sequence up here, and be sure to identify your starting value. So starting value for this, at least so far, is going to be a sub 1. It might change in the future, but starting value is what you start with. And that is the first number, a sub 1. So let's list that a sub 1 because we need to know it anyway to get our formula and our difference of 7. So just like above, we have a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. A sub 1 we plug in is 14. And your difference is 7. Distribute and combine. 14 plus 7n minus 7. And that gets us 7n plus 7. So remember from yesterday, this is going to be the same thing as your slope. And this would be the same as your y-intercept. Remember, the difference and the slope are the same. The y-intercept and a sub 0 are the same. So if you went one back, okay, and you did like a minus 7, you would have 7 as your a sub 0, which is what we got right there. And the same thing, by the way, works up here. This is your common difference, which it is. And the same thing as your slope. And this is a sub 0, or the same thing as y-intercept. So again, if you went one back and did the opposite, so minus 2, 10 minus 2 would be 8, and that matches. That would be a sub 0. So a sub 0 would be 8 here. A sub 0 would be 7. And this is your slope. All right, so find the 100th term in the sequence. So when we want to figure out a term, that just means that's what the n is going to be. So I'm going to take this from above, 7n plus 7. So a sub 100, wherever you see an n, you put 100. That's going to give us 700 plus 7, which gives us a final answer of 707. All right, so this is your Do Now for day 93. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.